On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Twinkle.
To shine with a flickering or sparkling light. Noun, the act of shining in a bright and cheerful way.
Examples:
Twinkle like a star. The twinkle of the stars. His eyes twinkled with mischief.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Skyline.
The outline of buildings and other structures against the sky, especially when viewed from a distance.
Examples:
Skyline view. Downtown skyline. The skyline of the city was dotted with tall buildings.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
A binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Dim.
Poorly lit, not bright.
Examples:
Dim and distant past. Dim memory. The dim light made it difficult to read the book.
Starlight.
The light emitted or reflected by stars, often observed in the night sky, the radiant energy emitted by stars.
Examples:
starlight sky, romantic starlight. The romantic couple had a picnic under the starlight.
Perspective:
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view, perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Dip:
To put something into a liquid for a short time and take it out again.
Examples:
Dip a pen in ink. Dip a chip in the sauce. Please dip up a bucket full of water from the well.
Determinant:
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Distance:
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Campfire:
An outdoor fire used for cooking, warmth, or light, often made by camping or in rural areas, a gathering or social event around such a fire.
Examples:
Campfire story. Roast marshmallows around the campfire. We sat around the campfire and told stories late into the night.
Toast:
Slices of bread browned on both sides that have been put near a high heat, a drink in honor of or to the health of a person or even.
Examples:
Drink a toast. Slice of toast. We made a toast with everyone.
Visible:
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Icon:
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Freckle:
A small, pigmented spot on the skin, typically of the face, that is caused by exposure to sunlight.
Examples:
Tiny freckle. Freckle cream. I have a freckle on my nose that gets darker in the summertime.
Sunspot:
A temporary dark patch that appears on the sun's surface as a result of reduced surface temperature.
Examples:
Sunspot activity. Sunspot period. The number of sunspots on the sun's surface varies over time, following an 11-year cycle.
Manifestation.
A visible or tangible form of something, especially a particular sign of a disease or condition.
Examples:
Manifestation of a deeper problem. Manifestation of psychological stress. The manifestation of his anxiety was evident in his shaking hands.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
X-ray.
A type of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than visible light, allowing hidden objects such as bones and organs inside the body to be photographed.
Examples:
X-ray scan. An X-ray of arteries. The doctor ordered an X-ray to see if there was any damage to the bones.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
exposure to radiation, electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Venus.
The planet second in order from the Sun.
Examples:
Venus orbiter, surface of Venus. They launched a rocket toward Venus.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
mar a proper relationship, mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples:
meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
a clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Precious.
Uncommon and extremely valuable.
Examples:
price of precious metals. Precious information. We cannot afford to squander precious time.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.